Thornton or John Park, yeah. How can I forget about John Park? Sorry, John, I apologise.
You're working with him, that's why.
But look, it's opened up for them all, but especially for Robert Thornton. As I said, all the money's been coming for him because he's tried and tested.
Hey, but listen, Perth is willing their man on. Has he got any chance, Beau Anderson?
Well, it was quite interesting in the interview with Rod Stubb where he said, I can go up there and relax and play like I know I can. So that performance of just under 84 average against Colin Lloyd, that's obviously nowhere near his best. So if he can get near a 90 average, he will cause the Thorn problems.
Let's get this darts party up and running. Beau Anderson, Robert Thornton, Rod Harrington and Stuart Pike on the takes.
Thank you, Dave. On the walk-on, brotherly love, brotherly hug from Kyle for big brother Beau. We've seen some big upsets already in this World Championship. Michael Smith taking out Taylor, the biggest of them all, but this will be right up there if Beau Anderson can follow his victory over Colin Lloyd by shocking Robert Thornton.
36.
But Thornton's odds slashed at the bookies, as Wayne Mardle mentioned. A lot of people now reckon he's the man to beat in the top half of the draw. And that's why!
Certainly didn't take him long to hit his first maximum. Well, the Aussie cricketers have taken all the limelight and the Ashes down under, and certainly these two brothers have taken a big chunk of the limelight here at the World Championships, and it's nice to see different players from all over the world coming to this World Championship without being scared, Stuart, getting up there and playing like they do in their own countries. And certainly Beau Anderson beating Colin Lloyd was obviously the biggest scalp of his career, but already Robert Thornton, after 9 darts, this is an 11 dart start for Robert Thornton.
57.
I guarantee you, if his opponent had been on a finish, that would have been an 11 darter. He's that good on double 12. It's actually very good.
24.
All round the board normally on his finishing. Now then.
Game shown the first leg.
That'll do.
Robert Thornton, second leg. Beau
Obviously, the reverberations, the buzz around this tournament is all around Taylor's exit. Michael Smith's brilliant performance.
36.
But it's been an amazing tournament so far. Obviously Smith's victory, the Anderson brothers, 2 9-darters, 2 other possible 9-darters missed on double 12, Devon Peterson, Smith, the Andersons. It's been story after story after story, and for me that's what makes a World Championship.
Totally agree. And I think we've got so many players coming here on form, and it's because of the setup now. They're playing each other week in, week out, and if you don't do it, you get beaten. So you have to harden up. You have to learn the bottle of the game. And this is what's happened with so many key players, and certainly this man, Robert Thornton, has hardened up. He's a real gritty performer. Has proven already in this game.
Well, I can guarantee you all the players left in the top half of the draw had an extra spring in their step this morning, because they all know they've now got a great chance not just to reach a World Championship final, but to win a World Championship.
137.
I think Robert Thornton's proved in this first 2 legs he's up for this. He's up for this tournament, and he's eyeing a World Championship.
48.
Well, I think Thornton's one of those players that would look
24.
he's in the same half of Taylor, and with Taylor going out, he's thinking, I've got chances, and I don't think that will upset Robert Thornton. He'll still get up there and play his own game, and of course, over that best of 7 sets, he can have the odd leg where he misses a few doubles, but his consistency should be enough.
Was there a case for him busting them?
Definitely, Stuart. It's a good call. You know, he would have come back to double 12 instead of double 3. Now, if he pitches this low, the dart and the flight is going to cover it, so he's got to attack it. Well, he's done exactly what you've got to do, attack the double 3. You don't want it to pitch low and have the barrel and the flight covering up half the double. So, a couple of tiny legs from Robert Thornton. Level 15s for those first two.
36.
Almost apologetic. Here he goes again. Here he jolly well goes again. That's two 180s, 102 average. And at the moment, Beau Anderson hasn't got an answer to this barrage from Robert Thornton.
Well, that third dart for the 180 was as casual as I've seen Robert Thornton throw a dart. And certainly, at the moment, we call it setting your stall out. Robert Thornton is setting a big stall out at the moment, but Beau Anderson a chance here to get back in the game. Needs to start hitting 140s. You've got to have a feeling here, Stu, that straight tons are not going to be enough to beat Robert Thornton. He's got to start hitting at least two 140s and a leg if he's going to win legs.
Just a final word on the Michael Smith, Phil Taylor classic. In St Helens today, the talk of the town. Absolute the talk of the town. I was chatting with Michael Smith earlier, got to sleep at 6 o'clock this morning, inundated with calls and texts and tweets, a man in demand. But the most important thing he said to me, I will keep my feet on the ground, I have to stay level-headed. All the media now want a chunk of him. Everybody wants a slice of Michael Smith. He plays Peter Wright after Christmas. Level-headed, that was the key word.
Well, I've known him for a long time now, and I praised him up for his ability, and certainly beating Phil Taylor will... He's up another rung on the ladder from just beating Phil Taylor on this big stage. But now tops for Beau Anderson to get a leg on the board straight in the middle. That will give him confidence, that will settle him down a bit.
Break a throw. When Robert Thornton hit his second 180, it looked like the set was all over, not a bit of it. Well done, Beau Anderson. You talk about the experience that the younger players are now getting week in, week out. It's unlikely. I mean, let's be honest, that the Anderson brothers are not going to be able to come over here and play on the tour regularly, but they are shining lights in the DPA, the organisation in Australia. And this will be a valuable experience for them, which will stand them in good stead. I mean, we'll see the pair again, I'm sure, at the Sydney Masters in August. But they are carrying the flag for Australian darts here at the World Championship.
It would be great to see them both. And there's Carl, Beau's brother, already done the 9 darter this week, so he's got a few quid coming. But it would be nice to see him on the tour, Stuart. I totally agree. You know, perhaps there's a corporate sponsor down under that wants to give him a leg up, because they're colourful characters, and it spreads the word.
Yeah. As I say, realistically, not going to happen, but
96.
You never know. They may just have a month here, a month there, and play 5 or 6 tournaments. But they've been
58.
2 of the faces of the World Championship so far, Kyle and Beau.
You feel he needs another treble.
140.
Great setup from Robert Thornton, has really asked the question of Beau Anderson here. Shanghai on 20s, and that's not a bad miss. He found the treble from there, hit it first dart with his previous leg. He closes his eyes when he threw it. He knew it was a good dart, just over pitched by about 1/4 of an inch. So Thornton comes back to finish the set off.
Game shot in the
One
first
dart.
set.
That's all it took. And Robert Thornton means business as the pair battling out for a place in the last 16 of the World Championship. But here, Thornton takes the opening set by 3 legs to 1.